Welcome to Speak Story English, the place where powerful stories meet practical English learning. In this 10-part journey, we're diving deep into Murphy's Law, the idea that anything that can go wrong, will go wrong. But this series isn't about doom and gloom. It's about how you can turn setbacks into setups for success. Through real-life stories, emotional lessons, and simple language, you'll discover how to stay strong, think clearly, and grow through life's toughest moments. So if you've ever felt like the world is working against you, stick around. Let's learn, adapt, and thrive together, one story at a time. Part 1. The law that laughs in your face. Imagine this: you're already late for a job interview. You triple-check your documents, take a deep breath, and head out the door. The sun's shining, you're halfway there, and suddenly, it starts pouring. You forgot your umbrella. Then your cab hits traffic. Then you spill coffee on your shirt. You finally reach, only to find out the interview is rescheduled. Ever had one of those days? Welcome to Murphy's Law, the invisible prankster of life. Anything that can go wrong, will go wrong. Sounds like a joke? It's not. It's life. But what if I told you Murphy's Law isn't just a theory of doom and disaster? What if it's actually one of the most important life lessons you could ever learn? In this series, we're going to break down how Murphy's Law appears in real life, and more importantly, how to deal with it. Through real stories, lessons, and powerful mindset shifts, we'll show you how to turn chaos into clarity and failure into fuel. Let's start with the origin. Where did Murphy's Law come from? Murphy's Law wasn't born from philosophers or motivational speakers. It came from an Air Force engineer named Edward A. Murphy Jr. in 1949. He was working on safety testing for pilots. One of his assistants made a mistake wiring sensors to a test sled. The result? Data ruined. Time wasted. Frustrated, Murphy reportedly said, "If there's a way to do it wrong, someone will." That one sentence became a universal truth. Why? Because it keeps happening. Every missed train, every spilled drink, every failed project, they all seem to scream the same message: you should have expected this. But here's the twist: Murphy's Law isn't about negativity. It's about preparedness. The real lesson behind Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law exists not to make us paranoid, but to make us ready. It teaches us that perfection is a myth. Things go wrong, not because the universe hates you, but because the world is complex, fast, and full of moving parts. You drop your phone because you were texting while walking. You burn dinner because you were distracted. You miss the deadline because you didn't plan a buffer. It's not fate. It's friction. Murphy's Law is life saying, plan better. Be humble. Stay alert. The smartest people don't fight Murphy's Law, they work with it. Airplane engineers have backups for backups. Surgeons double-check their tools. NASA runs every mission like something will go wrong. That's not pessimism. That's professionalism. Murphy's Law in your daily life. Let's break it down with simple, real-world examples. You print your college assignment the night before, printer runs out of ink. You don't check your alarm, and your phone updates to the wrong time zone. You forget to save a file, and the power goes out. These aren't accidents. They are warnings. Patterns. Clues from life that say, if you don't prepare for failure, you're planning for disaster. The mindset shift, from victim to strategist. When you hear Murphy's Law, don't roll your eyes. Smile. Because now, you know how the game works. And you can win. Start asking. What's the worst-case scenario? What's the backup plan? What are the signs that something could go wrong? How can I make this system more foolproof? It's not about being paranoid, it's about being proactive. Murphy's Law isn't the enemy. It's your silent coach. It whispers, you forgot to double-check that. And when you listen, you stop accidents before they happen. Murphy's Law in relationships, when love meets chaos. They say love is beautiful. But let's be honest, sometimes, it's a battlefield of misunderstandings, missed messages, and moments you wish you could undo. And if Murphy's Law has taught us anything, it's this. If something embarrassing can happen in a relationship, it probably will. You finally gather the courage to confess your feelings, and your voice cracks. You plan the perfect proposal, and the ring drops in the river. You send a long message to your best friend venting about your partner, but oops, you send it to your partner instead. It's not that you're cursed. It's just that in relationships, emotions are high, and so is the chance for things to go wrong. But here's the gold: every mistake in love is a lesson in awareness. Why relationships are Murphy magnets. Relationships are built on communication, trust, and timing. And guess what? Murphy's Law feeds on all three. Communication breaks down. Texts get misread. Calls get missed. Sarcasm doesn't translate over voice notes. Trust gets tested. You forget a promise. A plan changes last minute. Suddenly, you're in the doghouse. Timing betrays you. You want to talk when they are tired. They want to cuddle when you're rushing. It's a setup for chaos. Not because love is flawed, but because people are human. And when two imperfect humans try to build something perfect, Murphy shows up with popcorn. How to outsmart Murphy in relationships. Here's the trick. Prepare for human error. Build with margin. Love with understanding. 1. Overcommunicate. Don't assume. Say it twice if needed. Confirm plans. Clarify tones. If it feels silly, that's a sign it's probably necessary. 2. Add buffers. Forgot the anniversary last year? Set reminders a week in advance. Worried your partner may misread a joke? Add context. 3. Create space for failure. Everyone says the wrong thing sometimes. Give grace. Learn the pattern. Don't let one bad moment erase months of love. 4. Assume good intent. If they are late, a real story, the mistaken text that led to marriage. Let me tell you about Derek. Derek meant to text his friend. Man, this date is going amazing. She's funny, smart, and her smile's killing me. But he sent it to her. He panicked. Face turned red. He thought he blew it. You know what she did? She smiled. Looked up from her phone. And said, "That's the sweetest mistake anyone's ever made." They laughed. They married 2 years later. Because sometimes, Murphy isn't ruining your love story. He's writing a better one. Murphy's real lesson in love. Don't aim for perfection in your relationship. Aim for resilience. Laugh at the small mess-ups. Forgive the missteps. Learn from every hiccup. Love is not about never making mistakes. It's about staying together when mistakes happen. Because when you grow through the awkward, the embarrassing, and the unexpected, you build something stronger than perfect. You build real love.